Alright, here we are on a beautiful Idaho day, slightly chilly in the morning here. Walk around and tell you about a very nice, extremely nice is how I would say it, 1958 Chevy Corvette, fuel injected, beautiful car. It's been this gentleman's car for many, many years. It's resting on a 10-year restoration, body off frame. Nice subtle upgrades, but done in an authentic style presentation. Cruise around and tell you about it like we usually do. First thing I want to bring up as we're cruising around here is all the trim on this car is just absolutely gorgeous. 98% of the trim on this car, including the pot metal trim, was all replated, so it's original components on it. We get back to the hubcaps, that type of thing, as we cruise along here. And then we're going to get into a lot more stuff, but there's no way I'm going to cover it all in the video, but I'm certainly going to be able to give you a feel as I cruise around here. Fit and finish is just spectacular. We'll get around to the driver's side here and open and shutting the door for you, but I might as well do it here now. Lights coming out for us here. Perfect time for us to talk about the color. The owner liked this. This is an original Signet red car, but he wanted to give it just a little bit more splash, and he spent some time on the interior decision too. It's not a Signet red. He used a little bit deeper red to his liking. It's a Dupont Chroma, it's an acrylic urethane single stage. It's called Flash-Red. It's beautiful single stage, multiple layers. It's not a clear coat that looks overdone for the car, but it is a spectacular hand buffed, polished, fitted finish on it. He did the same thing on the interior, just a little bit of a change. Look at the fit and finish and all the bright work here. The door gaps are just spectacular on it. The doors shut perfect as we cruise around here. The hubcaps were all sent out to be flash chromed. He used a gentleman named Dan's out of Tennessee, and I'll get that in my write-up at Spud's Garage, where he shipped it all. He actually took it all to him from Washington, where he was living when he did the restoration on it. And he's the only guy that would do all these original teeth. These are all original pot metal teeth that were properly done, re-chromed. Just beautiful bright work. Every show it's been in, it's won best of show, that type of thing. Canada, big trophy. We're going to capture some of those trophies before I leave here. Underneath the hood here is a 250 horse fuel injected, original style presentation. It is an original Fuelie car, but it is not matching numbers. Underneath the hood it looks box stock, 100% original, all the way through, undercarriage wise, beautiful body. Can't get over the trim and fit and finish on this car. Very meticulous owner. He has all the date codes on the block and engine and that type of thing for me. We'll have all those posted at Spud's Garage. Correct underneath the hood, it is a original heater delete car. It was originally a 290 horse Fuelie car. Again, it's not matching numbers now, but you would never know that by looking at it. It's won many Chevy awards, Corvette Club show awards, that type of thing, and that's where those awards are from. Correct 670/15 four-ply biased ply tires on it. Again, these hubcaps are original. He did a lot of hand work repainting these and then making sure the brush was correct there. These are original pot metal that have been replated. A lot of photo documentation, full restoration comes with this car. 4-speed, if I didn't say it already, BorgWarner T-10, factory style in its presentation. 370 rear axle, AA code. But look at the door gaps. The color combination on this car, we're going to get into the interior right now. Very, very nice. Whenever he could, 98% of the trim on this car is all original 1958 stuff, not repop. And he's got a really honest list to say what is and what isn't. Starts right up with a perfect cold start. he didn't like that everybody talks about the tomato soup color, orange interior on a red car. This is an original red interior car. So he took him down to Knoch, and they used a later model Corvette material color that went along better with the red, and then Knoch Interiors restamped 58 set in that color. So just subtle things. The door panels were also done by Knoch Interiors. El Paso, Texas, I believe. Really enjoyed my visit with this car. It has a soft top, black. We have photos of that at Spud's Garage. It has a hard top that is meticulously restored, equally so. Again, fully documented restoration. Let me shut that door again for you, but sorry for the little camera break there. I was pulling, the battery went dead on me, but I wanted to show you one more time how the door shut. The top itself, the hard top that we talked about just a moment ago, beautiful. We'll have a video portion of that for you, but it's also finished in the same color, the flame red. This car just begs you to look at it. Its colors are pleasing. Its original style and presentation is awesome. Body fit of the panels and the chrome. A little nod to Bowling Green in the back there with the show plate insert. The irons in the back here are also original to the car, properly replated. Reproduction ones do not fit as well. Exhaust goes out the tail here. Step back and let you take a look here. You know, I never know what a car is going to be like till I roll up, but I can tell you the love that's in this car is going to be passed on for generations of other families, that's for sure. It's just beautiful. It's a factory original heater delete car, like we talked about, so it's basically just a straight up performance Corvette. Era correct, so to speak. Steering wheel, all the finish, the brushed metal surfaces here. We'll get you underneath the dash. 197 miles since it was restored. Completed about 10 to 12 years ago. Again, we'll get into that. All the original plates, latches and that type of thing. This was CAD plated latches, door latches. Whenever he could, he did not use anything reproduction. Bin plates where it belongs. Underbody radios, fully restored. It's actually a 61 or 62, but you never know the difference. Only internally. Cal vent works, as you notice it was open. We're going to bite you in right now, and make sure you watch the end of the video, and thanks for listening to me. Right, we cover the trophies here with you. This is only just a touch of them, but this is where it went up to Canada. Best of show, best of class. All right, we'll get you underneath the hood here, but first we're going to cover some of the detail as we look, and we talked about during the walk around. 10-year restoration, very, very meticulous restoration by the owner. A lot of love in this car. 250 horse, fuel injected, V8 underneath the hood here. It's not a matching numbers car, but we know that it was originally a, based on the firewall and some of the holes on it, that it was originally a 290 horse car. But underneath the hood is a 250 horse fuel injected engine. He's got all the casting numbers and that kind of stuff. We'll have it posted at Spud's Garage for you. It has the correct Fuelie heads on it, not just 4-barrel heads. You'll see all the wiring here. It's done authentic. These have all been CAD plated, the engine latches, that type of thing, or the hood latches. The fuel injection, he's got it all laid out. We have a photo of that. Completely rebuilt. We have a cold start that happens here shortly with it that we'll bring up next portion of the video. Has a Borg Warner T-10 4-speed transmission, factory period correct kind of transmission. Has a 370 rear differential in it, AA code. Get you down here in the engine compartment. Again, there's no way I'm going to cover all the specs while we're here. Mechanical fuel pump, of course, the high pressure pump here for the fuel injection. All the wiper motor. You'll notice the cowls up here. It has the block off in the panel. Original heater delete. Okay, we're going to do a cold start here. I want to show you. I got my hand on the exhaust manifold. The owner's going to kick the throttle. You watch the chuck come open or closed. Go ahead. Went up on fast cam there. Detail all the way through, like we talked about during the walk around. It's just spectacular. Get you up in the trunk corner here. In many ways way better than new when it comes to fit and finish, that's for sure. See the antenna back in here. Wiring. This is bolted down the spare, but it does have a spare. You'll see the finish there. Beautiful restoration condition on this one. We'll turn it around and get to the other side. Gentleman spent a lot of hours making sure it was as good as it gets. Okay, the interior of the hardtop. All right, we have this beautiful 58 Corvette Fuelie up on the lift for you here. Very wonderful 10-year body off frame restoration by the owner. Very nicely done. There's no way we're going to cover every detail as we go throughout the car, but you should be at the end of the video, and I've covered as much as I can, and most of the specs are at Spud's Garage. AA code rear differential, 370 ratio, non-posi. He's got all the numbers, and again, we'll have that at Spud's Garage. It has the off-road style exhaust on it that you could have got from the factory. See the round mufflers there. Frame's been finished in much like it would have been from the factory. Part numbers and codes on items. It's got the, we'll get around to the outside of the frame here and I'll cover the birth date of the car that would have been also stamped on the frame. Floor pans are just beautiful. Again, rotisserie, so a lot of hours and love into this car as I wrap up the video because it's the end. Has the Borg Warner T-10 4-speed transmission in it. Still has the canister style oil filter on it, so authentic pretty much all the way through. Has the crossover exhaust for the performance versions of them. for the fuel injection cars. We'll do one more pass through here for you. And then I'll come back around the outside of the car. Quick little pass through here. It's a factory style 670 15 4-ply bias ply tires on it, tubeless. See the suspension here, you see the birth date of the car, which is correct upside down like that. Chrome and bright work